Hi there, it's Martin here, as you know, because you are watching my channel or my videos. I hope you're all doing well. I'm absolutely fine, but I was a bit gutted. I had something else on, so I couldn't go to the UK vinyl meetup in Birmingham, but I've seen a couple of videos about it already, so I'm jealous and just hope I can make the next one. Yeah, just sometimes it goes like that. I think I've only ever been to Birmingham about 4 times in my life anyway. It's only like an hour and a half away or something, but you tend to get sucked into London. Yeah, it's just so much more there, and it was a bit closer. So I think the next one they were planning was maybe Bristol. So hopefully I can do that. I'm back today with absolutely loads of £1 fines. A couple of weeks ago, I was passing, or I went specifically to go to a record shop near Maidenhead, but it was more in a middle of nowhere place. So much so, the sat nav sent me right around in a circle, and then I realised I should have been looking at the signs anyway, and just noticed it. Hello. So I will show you those, and I just found a load today that had been put out, and I saved them from them being in the sun and getting all hello. Hello. I saved them all from the sun and being melted. So, coffee. Oh, someone gave me this the other day. If anybody knows who it is, I've no idea. Apparently, he brings a smile to your face. I've no idea. Anyway, today's finds. Okay, I'll whiz through these. Might fill you in on a bit of a status on them, what I thought. Right, here we go. So these are all £1, 27 of them. Right, the Pretenders, get close. Don't really like the Pretenders. I know that's a bit of a generalisation, but there you go. All About Eve, not All About Steve. This could be an upgrade, or it could just be somebody else wants it. Kate Bush, The Kick Inside. I don't know what, that's one of those sort of labels. Now, I used to really like Madonna. I see she has a new album out, and I listened to a couple of the tracks and thought, this is a bit strange. It's not like she used to be. Like on here, this is it's got some German promo stickers on there. Yeah, so this is True Blue. I used to have a jigsaw of that. It was very difficult to do, actually. This one, I do not want what I haven't got. I'll try it. I'm not particularly a fan. But, Foreigner. I think this is the best of them. I'm not sure, actually. I really don't know. The Gatefold of Roy Orbison Mystery Girl. It's worth a try just for his voice, isn't it, really? I mean, you got it? She's a mystery to me. Really know that at all? I mean, I remember when it was a hit the first time and everything. Stevie Nicks, called Belladonna. I have no idea about this either. No idea. White Snake. If you don't like normal 80s stuff, there will be some more weird things coming up later on. A couple of Cars albums, that one there, and then a Hits one. And this is all in really good. I did check them all, but they're all in really nice condition. The records, although I probably will put them through my new record cleaning machine, or certainly some of them. Genesis Invisible Touch. Bangles. See, Bangles, do you like the albums, or are they just sort of like a greatest hits band kind of band? Had a record store day release a couple of years ago. Lionel Richie said was really good. Presumably very early stuff that they did. You know, they meandered, didn't they, for a couple of albums, and then I guess they split up. I mean, I like the hits. I like some of the later ones. Yeah. Foreigner 4. Foreigner 4, Barcelona 0. Toto 4, Barcelona 0. Yeah. Nice copy of Joshua Tree, which I don't know. I would really like Rattle and Hum, really, but this is, I suppose, their most acclaimed album, maybe, unless you really like Achtung Baby or Zooropa. I do. Red, the Communards. Don't know it. Another of these bands I sort of grew up with, late 80s, with my Smash Hits subscription. So I don't know the albums as such. I probably didn't know what they were singing about at the time anyway. Isley Brothers, the greatest hits. This is a textured one again. Billy Joel. Chris Rea, don't know this at all. Stainsbury Girls, I think I remember. Yeah. Oh, My King's Mechanics. Oh, I've got some bad mullets on the hair back. And I know The Living Years and Paul Carrack. I think he lives near. Certainly lived near where I used to live. People would see him taking his dog for a walk on Chorleywood Common at the time. Pat Benatar with her shoe stuck in the radiator. I used to call the emergency services, and I can just hear them now. They're coming. Don't worry, Pat. Patricia. A Telstar compilation, this one. Marvin Gaye, I really like Let's Get It On, but I don't like the Ecological album. I don't know why that is. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Joan Armatrading album, I'll probably try that. And I didn't know that it's a hit. It is the greatest hits from different albums by the look of it. Well, I never. Strike a light. This is a greatest hits as well. Maybe the person that took all these in like their greatest hits. So I have no Meatloaf. I grew up more with Meatloaf Back into Hell too. So because he was in Rocky Horror, wasn't he? Meatloaf. Weird. What a weird film that is. Not very good, I don't think. But anyway, this is the greatest hits, I think. Clannad. Yeah, this is definitely greatest hits because there's some of them are Gaelic and some of them aren't. Some of them are like Theme from Harry's Game, Robin of Sherwood, etc. This is a nice textured cover. This China Crisis album. I guess that's a normal album. Oh no, I haven't got this. Used to have it, I think. It's funny, isn't it? I'm opening it as if it was so funny if I opened it and there was like something rude in there, or I don't know. Something not expected. This I bought for a mate. I've got a copy of this and I've given a few of these away. It's sort of like 70s Christian acid folk. It goes from Genesis through Old into New Testament, and it's actually a really good album. It's on a label called Dovetail. Yeah, and this wasn't even £1, I don't think. Might even charge me 50p. It's a bit tatty cover, but anyway. Right. Okay, so we're on 10 minutes. Well done for staying with me. More £1 fines from other places. Hot chocolate, very best of. And, took a chance on this. I don't know what this is like at all. Chris at Dixieland Farm. Did he say something about Command Stereo? Being really good, but it was, to be honest, it was a cover that grabbed me actually, and just different versions of songs. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a bit of nudity there, isn't there? So I hope you don't get in trouble for that. I've seen this before. This is it's got to be, hasn't it? Is it Music for Pleasure, James? I'm not sure. It's virtually Music for Pleasure, but not quite. This was originally on some other label with a different cover. And weird sort of things to throw together on an album, but I guess that's George Martin. Some of his stuff with Beatles stuff. Copy of Court and Spark. Still, my jury is out on Joni Mitchell. I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting. Maybe. No, I can't remember now. A Deutsche Grammophon. This is where you see things for £1 and you think, yeah, go on then. Alright. I know this guy's a comedian, but I don't know anything about him at all. That one. This one with a horrible mark in the corner, but I'm going to give it a go. A 12-inch of that. Extended dance mix. Oh, now, I've never ever found a good copy of this. I'm not the greatest fan of them. But I think if I would have been a fan, I would have bought it at the time. This was when I was first into music, 85. I think I would have just been going to secondary school then. This one I might have already. Okay. Starting to get a little bit more weird now. Okay, we've got a double album in a lovely protective sleeve of Chinese classical music from somebody that had obviously been on a holiday to Hong Kong or something. Look at that guitar there, wow. You see the round, this guy here. That is great, isn't it? Peter and the Wolf. A couple of sleeves here. If anybody wants a free sleeve, I'll pop it in the post to them. This album, I think, it's got a. Oh no, it has. This is no, it's a re-edition 83. So if anybody needs a sleeve for that or wants it for that wall, just let me know. And Buggles, just a sleeve, unfortunately. Never heard this album, but if you've got it, then you can have it. Alright, the pile is building up, and time is ticking on. Don't know what this is, but it was 19 shillings and 11 pence. So that's nearly £1, isn't it? Yeah. 20 shillings would be, pardon me, 20 shillings in £1. So 19 shillings and 11 bob is, I don't know, 99p, I suppose, the equivalent of what you would say now. Some jazz. Navita. This. Oh, this is interesting. You may think, what on earth is that? Well, it's sort of like an introduction or some spoken word mixed in with really early recordings of music from sort of around even like 1900 and stuff. And actually, it's quite interesting. Maybe the music isn't the greatest, but it's a very interesting history lesson. And the cover's quite cool, really, too. Okay, just in time for the summer. It's this. Okay, so we are getting there. We are nearly there. Got a batch from this shop in Maidenhead that I went to now. They were all £1 each. This is a shop. Licorice Records. They should really say under there, it takes all sorts, but they hadn't done. Maybe they'd get sued, I don't know. So there's the bag there. It was just open on a normal Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. These were £1.50, I think, or £2 for £3. No, something like that. Anyway, I don't really know what they are. Well, this one is a guy playing. Because I was sitting there, and it was that stage where, well, the internet connection was good, so I could listen to things before I bought them. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people do that anyway, or they look at things up on Discogs, and I mean, I have as well. Anyway, I just thought this one would be really interesting. It's a guy playing an organ, and he sometimes talks. And it's quite big, a big lusty Baptist organ, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I know he's very famous, and I think might even be a preacher, Maceo Woods. But anyway, so these two as well. These were £1.50 or £2 for £3. This is sort of this is a re-release on. Didn't have a sleeve in it. On Finders Keepers from 2013. Sorry about that noise in the background. Yeah, it's going to be a bit out there, isn't it? As is this one as well. This has got some Stockhausen on. I've never had any Stockhausen. This is a guy called Tristan Fry, who later went on, I think, to be in Sky. And this is James, Music for Pleasure. And there's some Daniel Jones, some Dudley Simpson, who was BBC Radiophonic Workshop, I think. Well, he certainly did Doctor Who stuff. Somebody called Reginald Smith Brindle, and Number 9 Zuckless by Stockhausen. So interesting. And the rest were £1. There was loads of boxes on the floor. It took me ages to go through them, all 12s. I actually found it great because it was like, because I worked in a record shop in the 90s, this was like going through the racks in there, all the stuff that they had. And yeah, I mean, a lot of it was, oh, I remember that, and you know, oh, that wasn't that terrible, that dance 12-inch or whatever. Or anyway, this is what I found. Anyway, a black label with nothing on it apart from the Sisters of Mercy Dominion written on it, and I checked, and the catalogue number is in fact that, and it's who is it? I can't remember what it is now, but I sort of vaguely recognised it. So is it WX or something? Oh, wasting too much time looking it up. But anyway, I think it's WX. And any Sisters of Mercy, they didn't do that many albums anyway. Was it like 3, I think? This is a promo only. Jump, Don't Jump, and it's 6 tracks by different bands. Yeah, promo only. Consolidated Wool L7 that Lionel Richie was talking about the other day. James sent him some stuff. Meat Puppets, who used to have an album by them. Grantley Buffalo and Soul Coughing is Chicago. Is not Chicago. And there's the albums they are promoting there. No Man. This, I think, Stephen Wilson. Was that the Porcupine Tree Stephen Wilson? I think it is. This album. This is an Australian indie, fairly normal sounding band, but I have a copy of this, I think somewhere, and they came to play in our record shop at the end, and it was very noisy, and loads of people were dancing. It's Rue Art, Rue Phonogram. They did a full length album, and then I presume that was that for them. Pardon me. David, Daydreaming on a Rainy Day. Josh Wink. Yeah, that song. I think I prefer this version. You have to Google them if you don't know who they are. We're venturing into, we're going from shoegaze to cheese to, this is a 90s fest. Sorry, but I like this. I like it. This. I wonder what happened to people like this. This is on Lazy, I think. Yeah, this is Lazy, so it's, I think I bought that at the time because it was on, it was Primitive's label, Lazy. This, I remember this as well, this cover. Don't think it was a hit. He's a multi-instrumentalist, apparently. Well, he was. Sold him to Ping FC. Probably Graham Watson sort of fair. Fundamental. Maybe some samples from Bollywood films. Nearly there. This, no idea what that is, but worth a try. I did listen to some of them, and then thought I don't want that. Slow Bongo Floyd. I remember the name. I have no idea. And lastly, 23 minutes, dear idea. This is a Strange Love, 4 tracks from Strange Love. I don't have anything by them. So there we go. Hope you're all doing well. Please comment, please subscribe, and see you in your videos. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.